How did you get on the news?
For the like the method, or
yeah, like a method for like a business owner who maybe wants to promote their stuff.
Yeah. So again, community based, right?
Yes.
So there's a group called the 411 for 719. I think that's what it's called. And I just posted in there that I had this project going on.
Okay.
And that I was looking for people to donate some books. And then somebody from Fox 21 News came and reached out.
Nice.
And then somebody from KOAA came out and reached out. But to give people an idea, because I spoke to both journalists, and what they've said is technology is drastically changing what they do and how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
So these journalists are like looking for community-based groups on Facebook where people communicate, because that's a really good place to mine stories from. Because you have everybody in the community being involved and asking for recommendations or whatnot. And I've seen a lot of things that are on the news in this city birth there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where?
And it's called the 719, the 411 for 719.
411 for 719.
It's something I'm probably messing up the exact words, but if you type it up in Facebook, you'll be able to find it. I'm actually a moderator for the group, so I should know the exact.
That's
but that's a new thing though. I just became
yeah.
moderator like 2 weeks ago. News coverage came before the whole moderation aspect.
Okay.
The owner of the group had reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to moderate. But that is how all of my news coverage ever that has come, and I think it's been like 3 or 4 times now.
Oh wow.
Has come from Facebook, from community-based groups.
Okay. Sweet, because I really want to get this show covered on the news.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm asking, because I think that would be a good spot to grow. My viewership could potentially double overnight if I did that.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Post in that post. I'll send you. Are you in that group?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'll send you an invite to join the group.
All right, cool. Yeah.
And that's a good place to post. Keep it organic, of course, right? Just, you're a community-based company, right? You don't want to say, hey, I'm looking for news coverage, obviously, for any business owners that are listening. But if you have a legitimate company culture and you're trying to do a positive thing, they'll find you.
Okay.
Yeah,
so don't say I'm looking to get my show covered on the news?
I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, you might be able to be that direct, right? You might be able to be that direct. I would recommend just going and posting exactly what you do.
Okay.
Right? And sometimes people have a hard time talking about what they do. Okay, so...
Well, I kind of want to frame it in a way where people get the idea to reach out to the news.
Right, right. And well, the whole thing here is where...
Because if I just post an episode, people might not even think to
and that's what I'm saying. Is you got to think about how you communicate what your company does, right? I think that you would not be well served if you said, "Hey, I have a podcast where I talk to business owners in Colorado Springs." While that's true, that doesn't describe why you have contributions from the community, right? This is a community-based podcast where you give local business owners an opportunity to grow their platform and tell their story. That sounds completely different than either posting an episode or saying I run a podcast.
Yes.
Right? Like, you are about the community. You care about that, right? When I leave here, you're going to care. The next person that comes in, you're going to care. That's just something who is built into who you are as a person. So that will be able to get you the attention that you want. You could always ask for news coverage. That's possible. You can literally email journalists and stuff like that and say, hey, I'm doing this. Would you like to cover it? Or you can take that route as well. Either one, if you do it the right way.
Could you connect me with that journalist you talked to?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Nice.
I'll send you some information.
Cool.
I got something for you. And then, I can, shoot her a text and tell her that I have a recommendation for a story or something like that. But I definitely think you would be well served just getting what you do out there. Because, not very many people care about the community in the way that somebody who is actively trying to support it does, right? This town has 500,000 people in it, probably more than that now, and only a handful of those 500,000 really are very conscious about the community and trying to uplift them and do things of that nature.
Well, even doing 20 episodes a month, that's only 200 and something episodes a year. That's only 200 and something business owners a year.
Yeah.
So there's
a ton of room.
It's massive amount of work, yes, but it's still just a drop.
Literally, and a ton of room. And as the city grows, right, you have more and more of an opportunity to talk to business owners. And I think you are a perfect example. We rewind 2 years ago. This can't exist, literally, not in the city, because you weren't here.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Right. So then, who's going to be here in 2 years? That's doing something for the community that cares about it. That's just not here yet. Maybe.
Yeah, and
Missouri.
I've had done podcasts before. I've had lots of experience. I even did a similar podcast to this, a similar format. I mean, where it was 5 episodes a week.
Right.
And I was talking to hip hop artists all across the world.
Right.
And that was a lot of work, but that kind of helped me be able to be in a position to even have the audacity to do this podcast.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I do a podcast myself, and one thing that I always ask every guest is, why do you do what you do? Right?
Mm-hmm.
We were agents. We have free will. Why are you not just like doing anything else? It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
If you're helping the community, why?
Mm-hmm.
Like I always ask them why. And then when you ask this why question, you get a lot of interesting tidbits, and your story is very interesting because you doing something else, right, with the hip hop community gave you an opportunity to build up this skill set to be able to produce something that looks this good and is this involved in the community. And now you're using all of that skill to focus back in on the community when you could just not.
Yeah.
like you have the option not to do any of this.
True that.
So yeah, so there are a lot of people a lot of people out there like that, and I think that this platform is going to be something that gives those type of people a voice.
This is a show where we have real conversations with entrepreneurs and business owners who are mostly in Colorado Springs doing things in the community of Colorado Springs.